That's amazing. The best thing I've seen. And I'm not joking. I love your Christmas setup. I'm a little bit late because one of my little gnomes had to come apart into the candle, so I had to.
You got to take care of business. I understand. After listening to your album, though, I really should have went with a real tree.
Or maybe you are the tree.
Lee Richey with you, and I am so happy to talk to the artist that I'm about to introduce you to, because every year this time, of course, there's a new crop of Christmas music. Some of it sticks and comes back year after year. Some of it's kind of the same old, same old. But this is one album that I cannot say that about. For Christmas by Amanda Shires was released last week, and joining me is Amanda Shires. Hello.
Hi.
So if you can go ahead and put out a Christmas album this early, then it's not too early for me to say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
There you go.
It's always Christmas.
It's always Christmas. When did you record it?
June.
Did you have the decorations in the studio and things to get in the kind of the...
We had a Sound Emporium Juanita there that runs that studio. She set it all up in advance, and it was beautiful. And you can see some of that representation there in our video, Home to Me. I'm
looking at us side by side now. We're both so festive. My gosh.
I look each other side by side. I want to do it.
You can do that, you know. This is high-tech stuff. Well, you know, Amanda, for the benefit of... You got it? Look at us. How cool is that? We can like, can I do, no, can we do this? Are you coordinated enough to do this or not?
I'll do this.
There we go. It's tricky. For the benefit of our listeners that may not be familiar with you, in 60 seconds, who is Amanda Shires?
Amanda Shires is your favorite songwriter that says true things about the world that she lives in and that you occupy too.
And that about sums it up.
I think so, you know.
I mean,
and I'm a songwriter, and I play the fiddle, and I play the hell out of the fiddle.
You sure do. And of course, folks that are familiar with the Highwomen, you're the founding member of that band. It was a wonderful project, and we enjoyed the music so much and what you all were standing for and trying to do with that. That was great.
Well, thank you so much.
So let's talk.
Get on the road again and maybe making a live album with them.
That would be fantastic. That would be great. 11 songs of holiday cheer.
I mean, I think it's cheerful because sometimes, you know, with the pressures and the feelings of the holidays, there's more to it than just, you know, rocking around the Christmas tree and Santa baby. You know, there's a lot of feelings and family and yearning for folks that are no longer with us, and
right,
you know, all the work that goes with it.
Well, that's the thing.
Existing work.
I mean, when you record Mary Did You Know and Jingle Bell Rock and Rock, I mean, I think we all already in our minds have our own definitive versions of those songs. So to give us something, and I think of when I listen to the album, I think it's like brutally honest. That would be my way of describing it.
That's always my goal, to say your feelings, your true feelings, and make them rhyme. And then, you know, try and not go too far down the dark path without some relief, you know?
Right. It's not the kind of album that you listen to and walk away feeling depressed. Not at all. It totally is cheerful, but it's like, yeah, you know, that's right. You know, maybe you don't want gifts. I love this song where you're like, if that's what you want, you know, if that's what you're into.
Yeah. The only wish I have for me is that all of mine for you come true.
Yeah. Amanda Shires is our guest, 30 Tigers, a recording artist, and somebody called it the diehard of Christmas albums. But there's so many things when you listen to the album. The songs are phenomenal. Your vocals are phenomenal. But another thing that really, I think, is kind of the star of the show, the piano, the keyboards are beautiful.
Well, I mean, I met Peter Levin, who contributed on a couple of songs here with the piano chords. When I was opening for Greg Allman, he was playing piano with Greg Allman, you know, and Greg was a fantastic, you know, on the keys. I just became friends with him, and then he was on my To the Sunset record, and we've just been like musically like ESP like.
Like a kinship kind of.
Definitely. And going into the studio talking about it in the Christmas record, I was explaining what I was trying to do or what I'd like to try to do, and how, to me, in Christmas music, my favorite records are the Vince Gerald. I can't even say.
Oh yeah, the Peanuts guy.
Yeah. I love that, and I love the pianos, and it's the element of Christmas music that moves me the most, and you can say so much with it. And we did a lot of like allusions to other songs, and as well as just trying to bring the glory of the hymnal type feelings without singing hymns, you know.
Right. It's a great album. It's probably the only like sexy Christmas album that I can think of.
Yes.
From the cover right to what's inside. It's
definitely me on some kind of a housetop. And also, that's me celebrating the fact that I am about to be 40.
Oh my gosh, look at you.
I can wear a short.
On for Christmas is kind of the single, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so, especially because it furthers the goal of getting Larry David to talk to me.
I was going to say, if he calls and wants your number, it's okay to give it to him. Is that?
I mean, thing? Hell yeah.
Gone for Christmas. Now that has so many different levels. I mean, you could have the extra 10 pounds you want gone for Christmas, the relatives that won't leave the house gone for Christmas. And then I think more directly what you're talking about in the song. Tell us about it.
I'm talking about a whole lot of things, the layers of being gone for Christmas, and somebody asking you what you want for Christmas. And then you're like, well, I'm a grown up. What could I possibly want that you could give me? And then I started thinking outside of just our normal friendship and maybe have a cocktail together. I was just like, let's go ahead and do like something that we really feel like sometimes. And also, there are people in your life that you wish were not. You know, people with narcissistic personality disorders, and I don't know, maybe a love gone wrong. So
is this a subtle way of sending that message to them?
Oh no, I'm not passive aggressive.
Okay.
I would say it like I have before to somebody's face, and then I would say, I was just acting so harshly just then. I don't really want you gone.
Did you, like, growing up, did you have a favorite Christmas record? Like, because mine would be probably Eddie Arnold. Had a great Christmas record, and Elvis, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Brill Lives, and I'm still, the Peanuts is the one for me.
Yeah,
it's just the one. And there was this like '90s compilation one that had Run Run Rudolph on it that I liked then, but I can't stand it now.
That happens, unfortunately, with Christmas music.
Yeah. Tell
us about some of the guests on the album, the McCreary sisters. I wasn't familiar with them, but I love their backings.
Oh, they're incredible. I've seen them and worked with them, you know, in the Americana scene, and their voices and then their experience with making parts and, you know, singing in choirs and writing, and there's just none better, you know. And then I just decided to call them and ask them if they'd come sing with me some. And, you know, by some probably divine intervention, they said yes, and everything worked out. And I got to watch how they created their parts and how they worked together. And then also, I was struck by this thing that I don't see very much, is where you take the work you're doing super seriously, but you don't take yourself seriously.
Okay.
And I identify with that a whole lot. So we just had a blast. And if you are connecting in music, that's when you feel okay to be yourself. And that's how I can be proud of the fact that when we got to that Larry David part, Regina goes, "Who?" With Larry David. You have to be comfortable enough to like try stuff out.
Was that off the cuff? Was that just like, who?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
I love it.
Amazing. I was like, we're keeping that.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Amanda Shires is our guest. This is not your first album. You've had 5 or 6 albums out before this, right?
Yep.
And
The last solo one I did was To the Sunset. I believe that was 2018.
what made you think time for a Christmas album?
I was never, that's why I'm decorating so hard. I was always one of those people before this record that I was a bah humbug person.
Were
And
you really?
yeah. And so much so that I just like I refuse to cook. I mean, I'll get the tree down. That's cool.
Yeah.
And it just was really. I think it was probably because having to grow up, not having to. My parents divorced many times in their lives to different people.
Sure.
But the thing where you're going back and forth, and there's this inner conflict about never knowing where you're supposed to be. That sort of resolved itself for me during COVID when I got to just be at my house and I couldn't leave, during Christmas, and for all the good and bad that comes with that. And
I can see how that would play a part in your feelings about Christmas, like whatever. But then, of course, there's a silver lining there in the pandemic.
There was, and I got a little bit more comfortable, identifying what it was that I want and need for my family. And what I need for my family is for me and my daughter and my husband to be home on Christmas with our own tree. And with that realization, and then that coupled with the losses, and I understood, and the meaning of it just being fellowship and community and togetherness kind of washed over me, as much as I like to bah humbug. And
I'm tearing up now. Come on, knock it off.
but it was just. Then I saw it. Then I was like, no wonder John Prine loves Christmas so much.
Very cool. Amanda Shires is our guest. The album is For Christmas. The single is Gone for Christmas. Check out the video. That looked like it was a lot of fun to make.
It was really fun. I got to make that myself right here in my barn with my
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at that moment. I had gone through a medical thing, and so I couldn't travel. And so I was like, "How am I going to accomplish this?" And like most people, you just start figuring it out. If you know it's no dream. And then I put my green screen up, and I started trying to find clothes that was closely Santa Claus-esque or reindeer-esque. And, and then we put that together, me and my friend Darren Ney.
That's great. That's great. Speaking of clothes, let me see your t-shirt.
Oh, Amanda Shires merch.
Christmassy. Yeah, check that out. Amanda Shires is
They're slightly Grinchy, but also Christmassy.
AmandaShiresMusic.com, right? That's the website.
Yeah, that's it.
And you can get that very cool coffee cup there. Always Christmas around here. The t-shirt, the different. What are you showing here?
Questionable tattoos.
Questionable tattoos. Very nice. I love it. Plus, you've got different bundles of the album. You've got vinyl, you've got autographed CDs and things like that. So folks should check that out.
Yep, you won't be disappointed. And if you are, you can re-gift it.
after you burn a copy for yourself, right?
Exactly.
What is my final question? What is 1833 Xmas?
Oh, 1833 FORXMAS.
Yes, 18. Yes, for Xmas. Yes.
Don't you hate it when people start talking about Christmas in October and they start releasing singles? Me too, but mine are awesome. If you'd like to vent about your frustrations and tell me how you feel about Christmas coming too soon, like in October, call 1-833-4Xmas.
That's a hotline where you can vent your frustrations. You can also share your favorite Christmas memories. You can talk about Christmas misses in the dish department. Like, here's the problem with Christmas. And this is one of the things that I've decided I'm not doing. Why are we going to cook a turkey? Like, you've been cooking all year long and you didn't make a turkey.
True. True.
Cook the thing that we have the least experience cooking throughout the year. No, we're not doing that. No. That's what I would call and complain about.
And
Well,
what is your alternative to that?
Firstly, I don't eat birds, but I eat all the other meats. But
Okay.
my alternative is like, can't we do some kind of like a prime rib with some horseradish or a ham?
Now you're talking.
Something like that. Some potatoes mashed up. I like those, And then also you can call there and talk about, have you ever gotten in trouble around Christmas with the police,
Now, all calls strictly confidential, I'm assuming.
No, I said on the call when you call it that I'm keeping them all because I'm going to make something out of it, some kind of like a
cool.
reel or maybe use it on my next Christmas record.
You're right.
Yeah, since now I write Christmas records.
Amanda Shires is our guest. The album is For Christmas on 30 Tigers. It's been a lot of fun talking to you. And I hope this is one of those albums that comes back year after year and that we hear Gone for Christmas on the radio for years to come.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm just glad that it gets to be heard.
It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to us and good luck with everything. And we'll see you out there on the road somewhere.
I can't wait. I love your decorations.
Thank you. You too. Back at you. More music on the way. Lee Richey with you. It's Bigfoot Country Radio.